Thank you very much, Jenna. We're talking about installing your own blinds, and here to help us, we've got Cheryl Hood, expert from DIY Chix. Before we get into actually putting them up in our window, we want to talk a little bit about blind safety. It may sound like a silly thing, but this is actually a big issue.
There have been a lot of cases in the past of where kids, animals have gotten caught in the blinds.
I'll be the window here.
He'll be the window. This is sort of what everyone's familiar with, the Venetians. Everyone used to tie them in a knot because it was easier. They don't recommend it. As you can see, the manufacturers now by Health Canada actually have to have these label warnings on it. If you look at the other blind, there's a label warning on the bar at the bottom as well, and it's just a safety feature. And Health Canada has actually come out with new regulations on how to secure these blinds. This one's just an off-the-shelf one. The one over there is actually a custom style, and custom manufacturers are now having to use and put in very specialized draws and chain holders just to go around so that you can, so it's safety, because that blind won't work unless the piece is screwed to the wall and has tension to it.
There you go. So we want to make sure, most importantly, that animals and small kids are kept away from those things and that they're installed properly so that everybody is safe.
Absolutely.
It's a real danger, and there's a warning on those blinds
and
for a reason.
There's a warning on all blinds now. So.
Okay, now we want to actually get it in. So we measured properly, 3 measurements across, 3 measurements down. We have our custom-made blinds.
Yeah, and we have to know exactly where it is in the blind as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is, since it's easier to go backwards, is...
Can we talk about the benefits of a pilot hole, because you've already pre-drilled the holes?
Yeah, the holes are pre-drilled. This is a wood frame, so if I don't pre-drill it, I can split the wood. With a vinyl, not so much, but it just makes for ease of getting the screw into it, because you have to put a certain amount of pressure on it if you don't have the pilot hole.
So a pilot hole, a small hole I put in ahead of time before the screw.
Yeah, not anything greater than 1/8 of an inch in the drill bit. So that's kind of standard for most screws that you put in now.
Okay, nice small hole to make sure I don't crack the wood. I'm in the right place. I'm measuring. Can I help, Cheryl?
Sure.
I'm an extra pair of hands.
There we go.
There you go.
I got it. And
you got her. Oh, your drill's got a light on it. That is nice.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Perfectly set tension on the Makita there, by the way. Nicely done.
Exactly. And
all
since this one's got a special type of catch where it just goes in like this, it just will just have to fit it in like this.
Okay, and it clicks down. Okay,
clicks
nice.
in, and then the back, this pin is actually sprung, so we just fit it in. Retractable, and there it goes like that.
Voila.
So it sits like this. So this piece here has the screw in it. So if you actually pull it right now, you can see when we were talking about safety, it goes up.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll get you to pull it back down and just hold it down.
Okay.
So we'll just...
Where are you gonna go?
Yeah, we'll just do this. I'll just hold it. So now try and move it with the string. So you'll see that it moves with the proper tension on this.
Right, gotcha.
So that's why this would have to be screwed in.
It's got to be screwed in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, because if it's not, it's a choking hazard.
Well, it is a choking hazard, and it also keeps it out of the way. It's neat. Then the blind itself doesn't bind that type of thing with it. So yeah, and you can see with this blind, usually you'll see at the back, we can see right through, but there's usually a window frame behind it.
Yeah.
So it's...
but it's safe and it works the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
When I'm not using it, it works the way it's supposed to. Can we talk about Habitat was kind enough to help us out with these things? There's lots of options, and if you're planning on doing it yourself, those are good guys to talk to.
You know what? Habitat was very kind to donate this blind for us to show today, and they have hundreds of different styles, different fabrics, from Venetian to vertical to Japanese panel styles, to drapery. It's really all of this. Habitat is also a Canadian company. They manufacture out of Vancouver,
which is always
so that's
nice.
really cool as well. Or you can just go, if you don't have that type of money, because no matter where you purchase Habitat from, it's going to be slightly different in price. So every person that sells or represents Habitat will have a different price point. Box stores, you can get them anywhere from $8 to, again, about $120. It just really is depending on what you're looking for as well.
And you get the opportunity to do it yourself if you've got the right advice. If you need more advice from Cheryl, just check out DIY Chix. You'll find the link on breakfasttelevision.ca. Going to take a break, still plenty to come, including a preview of the motorcycle ride for Dad. Now you can help out with prostate cancer research. That and more coming up on BT.